Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
All three lanes, and to then forego their lack of engage by just being the first to the objectives and forcing Machi to come to them, where they look to kite back on those types of combos.
Yeah, when we're talking about kill pressure too, and you're looking at the 2v2 in bottom lane, one thing worth noting is that Bruce is running the teleport on the Ezreal. We know Ezreals like to do this whenever they can get away with it. Tactical choosing to run the heal on the Caitlyn. Now, this does give Machi an overall 3 versus 2 teleport lead.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Now, there comes your wombo combo with the damage, baby. Click, click, boom. Tactical's on the board.
Welcome to the World's Group Stage. Tactical, the NA rookie, grabbing first blood off a great binding, but Gemini looking to fight back here in the mid lane.
Here we go. Nice follow-up from Machi. They're saying if you can do it, we can do it too. Jensen is down.
Jensen holding.
This is a promising start in the first 3 minutes of this.
It really is, and yesterday was really only Group C that gave us those really hotly contested games. This one starting to look like it could be that again. This wave is pushing away from Impact, so he's going to be exposed to a gank here, and Broxa is farming down on that bottom side, so Impact would be completely alone, and if they can actually chain the CC, land a Volibear stun into a knockup from Orin, Impact is at risk of dying, so I like this gank here from Machi, but Impact is playing it fairly slowly.
Oh, Impact gonna walk right up into the brush, and there you go, Gemini putting in so much work in these solo lanes, just takes a big old bite out of them.
Really well played here from Gemini in the early stages. This was one of the criticisms that Broxa was
from it. Unlucky.
That is actually so lucky for Broxa, so unlucky for Gemini, because Mission was actually moving up.
Yeah.
If Volibear's still in that brush and you just get Volibear stunned into an ultimate there, now PK, he has no flash and he's ulted up and Brox's behind him, he's in trouble.
EK's stuck in the Shadow Realm. Impact just making sure that he's not able to walk far enough away. Just bonks him in the head with the mace. Forget the Orn Horn. Let the Ram run off into Timbuktu and pick up your check, Mr. Impact. Top dive. Broxa runs away from Mission, who walks up through the top side of the river, picks up his Impact had to back. So this should be a free first Drake for Machi. It's not an exceptionally fast first Drake. 9.5 minutes into the game means you won't see a super early Drake soul, even if they go 4 for 4 there. But this is another just bonus for Machi to have under their belts, make this game a little bit closer.
We gotta give credit over to both.
The 2v2s, it's Tactical and Core JJ maintaining that lane pressure and lane control, working on those plates, needing a little bit more damage to make sure it happens. Impact losing out in the 1v1 against the Orn. We're at the point in the game where he's no longer a tank. The man is just taking over as Gemini shows up. Likely going to go for the play here. Flash away from Impact. Make sure that Gemini can't get it done. However, that Summoner spell will be a nice win there as Bruce eats some damage in the bottom lane. Coming out from Core JJ and Tactical yet again, as the red buff will be stolen away. Syndra doing what she can with that one. Meanwhile, topside, it's first turret of the game over to Machi.
Yeah, it was good flash from Impact, because if you get tagged by that E slow, you are going to get chased down, with the flash follow. But still, they take first tower with that Rift Herald move, and Mission has actually been pretty active this game. Multiple trips up towards that top lane, trying to help out PK. And as a result, they do cash in on that first turret.
He's 30 farm up on Jensen and has been affecting the other lanes.
He's not just getting that farm from nowhere. He's actually stealing it from Broxa, right? So he's taking that farm away from Broxa too, because he's made multiple trips, it feels like, over towards that Raptor pit. He is just not missing any CS in lane.
1 versus 3, and he can do that just fine there with the Orn Horn coming in for the wave clear as Jensen. It is just an assault on multiple lanes from both sides now as Team Liquid has their bottom lane duo and their jungler here in that top lane working on the tier 1. Impact stays alive in the bottom lane, but he's going to lose the tier 1 down there. It's trading back and forth, left and right, top and bottom, all over the map. Bottom lane tier 1 falls for the side of Team Liquid. Top lane tier 1 falls for the side of Machi. Everybody's picking up money all across the board, and things are just lasting damage on that later. We'll see how much value TL is able to get out of theirs. Mission sidestepping away from the ball. Mid lane tier 1 turret falls. Machi is...
And more teams are trying to emulate that playstyle. So for Team Liquid, as well as for Machi, that was kind of a question, for these teams coming in. Can you play a more slow-paced game and still look good at Worlds?
Jensen's farming up bottom side, but Mission and Gemini do not want to allow that to continue here. Jensen does clear out the wave and immediately step back. Will they find the opportunity to make
He's looking
play? Oh, Jensen! He flashes away, but it will not be enough. Gemini takes the kill. Jensen not respecting the fact that the enemy team could have been there, and he gets taken down for the second time this game. Now in the mid lane, PK's going in for the engage, finds a knock-up on a Broxa. CoreJJ loses half HP, fires off a binding in retaliation, won't get anything from it, and with the enemy mid laner dead, Gemini walks right over into the Drake pit, looks to secure this one here for his team.
And Machi are looking in full control, to be honest with you. You know, they are the ones better set up around the Dragon. You know, TL had no chance of even getting over there. Jensen got erased, was quick on the flash, but couldn't get the Seraphs off. Not sure if it would have saved him or not. But it is Machi grabbing the kill. It is Machi
Resonate sometimes about a Cloud Soul. They're always thinking about it from the perspective of some 200 years champion with 17 dash and a high frame and the ability to go.
They're not thinking of it as a purple scorpion.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, Isaac. If you're a champion whose only engage mechanism is run at the other dude fast, feels really good to run really fast at the other dude. So Gemini in particular on this Volibear.
Trying to set up here for a potential pick onto Mission, but again, no hard engage makes it pretty tough to actually look for it.
Okay, bottom side, it's the 1v1 between Mordekaiser and Ornn. Now, Impact seems to be doing all right about now. Using the ulti onto PK, flash away coming out from the Ornn. TPs have showed up. Impact cannot kill him off in time. He wants to try to get away, but the entirety of Machi shows up to make sure PK's not in a bad spot. Impact was all right until it didn't become a 1v1 any longer. Brox is on the top side. He'll pick up a Scuttle Crab as the trade, but you don't want to be trading.
No sums on Tactical. He's going to die.
Tactical, what are you doing there, my friend? He tries to get himself out. Nicely done. The reversal from TL. Grab the kill onto Koala, but now it's not worth it because Tactical is out of the frame. That's a 1-for-1 here in this trade.
You are in trouble because the Ornn is above you, the Volibear is beside you, and the Syndra is in front of you. So you are a dead Caitlyn, and Machi gonna go to Soul Point.
That's a dead Drake because guess what?
TL has no vision, and again, they have no one to really face check. You can't send a Braum forward. They've got to send a squishy member forward to see what's going on.
And Broxa on the Graves can easily be one-shot by Mission Syndra. He has a Spellbinder with 100 stacks.
Machi's just going for the finish.
Baron's at 3,000 HP. This is going to be the fight for the Baron. It's secured by the Ezreal of all people. Broxa goes over the wall.
This is a vision, you know, around those neutral objectives. And TL, I don't know how they're even going to get to that next dragon without dying, honestly.
Well, the game has been kept pretty close by TL in terms of overall gold so far, but now that Machi have the Red Bull Baron buff, now that Machi are in a spot for the next minute and a half where they control this huge bonus in terms of their pushing and map control, this is where you expect to see that bleeding turn into a hemorrhage. This is where you expect to see Machi take the game to a point where Team Liquid no longer feel comfortable at all.
Machi, by playing like this, right? You know, you can't just give over everything and expect to magically win later when you're even more behind. You know, they've got to make some sort of play. I think the call is just, all right, we'll contest for Elder or Baron and nothing else, and we'll give over that soul, but you are giving Machi every single little bit of
ability to engage. True Shot Barrage gets shot off towards the minion wave to just shove that one up, get these waves pushing. Machi wants to make sure that they have the entire map choked off and just strangled. Make TL sweat to try. Fired through. Over the wall goes Bruce and Machi. They have control over the Baron. Team Liquid, that's the third True Shot Barrage in like 2 minutes. Tactical's nearly taken out now as well, down to about 1/3 HP. TL has no way to approach this. They just cannot get near this Baron at all. Brox is looking for the steal. He knows he can't just give this away. Into the pit he goes. It will not matter. Secured by the Syndra. Brox is juggled around, but he gets back over the wall just in time. Gemini is still barely alive. And Team
Elder, which I like, but it's too early. You can't actually maintain this position around the Elder for a full minute when the opponents have the Baron buff. You're going to lose control mid lane.
Tactical finally gets a couple of auto attacks off onto Bruce, but it won't really amount to much of anything. Tactical's the flank. Lower HP. Here comes PK! There's your Ornhorn, but he's not going to find the second half. Jensen with a shockwave onto 2. Jensen in the ground. Machi has priority over mid lane. Broxa tries to retreat, and Team Liquid is just not looking prepared for their main stage opponent here in Machi, who have just been in control for so long in this game. Isaac, Tactical, he's trying to buy some time, but it doesn't matter. What does that mean when Mission is in the base? Tactical is dead. There comes Volibear over the top rope, and CoreJJ is down. Gemini's on a killing spree, and the mid lane is just being crushed by super minions, crushed by Bruce. This Ezreal knows exactly what his limits are and what he is capable of. Mission fires off the ulti. Impact's going golden. Now Impact's likely going down. Double stasis, that's cute. Don't matter too much. Gemini stays alive in the ulti. He's going to be beat up by Mordekaiser, but that's a small consolation prize to get when your Nexus is under fire. And 37 minutes in, Machi takes the win.
Caps ult in, and all of a sudden there's this extra member showing up here for G2 looking to turn the damage items. He bought a Null Magic Mantle, right? So he was able to grab that, and we'll see if he can secure this.
Jankos steps up to take the enemy chickens, but Jankos, you don't think that a flash is worth a wolf? How about a death for a chicken? There's no opportunity to make a big play there with the kick. Jankos still has his own flash, didn't get a chance to use it before he died at that chicken camp, but now Suning are after the Drake, should secure this one without really any contest here. They didn't even have a smite for that, but now G2 is coming in looking to stop him. Sword Art over the wall, trying to stay alive, uses the blast cone, gets himself away. Mickey X in hot pursuit.
Here, if they want to try to force, and we'll see if they do go for it. He is going to TP up. They know Huangfeng's on the bottom side, has no sums. He cannot answer this, and big sidestep.
Sword Art just barely sidestepping away. Dredge line into the wall. Spider-Manning himself out of this one. As the follow comes through, they're looking to maybe make it a trade. Instead, it's going to be Sword Art going down. Yanko's still going to be kept alive. Nice outplayed there, but it's still going to be a one-for-one trade with the junglers after the fact. Support plus jungler, traded away for jungler, 2-for-1 at the end of the day, and G2 comes out on top.
They do, but the question is, how much are you going to lose on the bottom side? Because they're bleeding out farm now here, and we have to take that in consideration. But Angel now getting caught up. He's in trouble.
Now this could be pretty big. Angel goes for the return kill on Perks, but will not find it. Angel, what are you doing there? Comes out from Caps. It's going to see what they're doing. It sees what's going on, but Caps pops the ghost. He's getting the hell out of town.
Yep, he kind of had an inkling that maybe Suning was looking for a play on him. His team doesn't really have any vision on this side of the map. He hasn't seen a lot of the members, so smart defensive ultimate there from Caps. Gets the intel he needs, does back it up. They're dropping Rift Herald on the top side at the same time. That last plate probably not going to be able to be cracked because there is so much resistance on that, but the turret plates are about to fall in turret of the game. Wonder building very likely towards the Black Cleaver plus Iceborne style of build. This is very popular in the LPL. You know, it's the tower because Perks was running and the rest of G2 is trying to peel for Perks. So, you know, SOFM definitely plays extremely aggressively. He plays without almost any fear. You know, he shows mid lane, goes to that play, and then he's like, yep, I'm just going to engage and follow up right into the chickens, try to steal away some jungle camps in your face. Punishing you.
The difference between risk and calculated risk, and SOFM is making sure that even if these decisions might look a little, almost has the enchanted crystal arrow up and ready to fire, but the Drake is up now, and G2 seem to just be forcing the issue. Bin is right there in the brush, could be able to engage
his
on
ultimate.
This one.
It's almost up, and he has a perfect flank position. There to go.
Goes in. There comes your damage. So much going to be poured down onto the G2 lines, and Perks is already out of the fight. Wonder tries to jump back in. That's a one-for-one trade. Wonder for Sword Art. Now the Drake is the target. Suning going after this one. Mickey's over the wall. Caps and Jankos both still here. The Drake's going to reset a little bit. It's still at half HP. Suning still working on this one. Over the wall comes Jankos. He's in the pit. He's looking to maybe steal this one away. The Drake is going to be taken low. It's secured by Caps. You gotta be kidding me. The wild cards over the wall. What in the hell?
Going to a dragon that could be game losing when they are in a tough spot. They have more time to scale now. More time to play the map and try to trade a dragon for a tower with TF and things like this. That could be really, really critical in this game because Suning have been in full control, it feels like.
Ooh, Sword Art tried to engage there, but the dredge line only finds terrain, and now Sword Art's in a really bad spot. True shot barrage, nearly finding the kill. Sword Art walking away. Last Mystic shot will not find him. SOFM looking to engage on the top side here as Angel's going to be caught out. Tries to go for the blast cone, gets taken down. Shutdown credit over to Caps, and the enemy mid laner is dead. Enemy support 10% HP. Enemy jungler at half. Baron is the call for G2.
Did you see that ward from Mickey? He warded out the blast cone, and Angel could not auto-attack the blast cone to get out of there. Mickey with a huge play. We'll see if SOFM can get in here. He's in trouble.
SOFM's going to get killed by Perks if he's not careful. He flashes over the wall. Sword Art's going to engage now. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes through and Perks is dead. Mickey with the flashback over the wall. Bins in a 1v3 looking to maintain the aggro on the rest of the G2 squad. Volley's coming out. Focus fire going down. Huangfeng trying to keep G2 away.
Message third. Renekton has a lot of HP and Nautilus is pretty tanky too. And if you can't burst them down, it's guaranteed incredible amounts of value from Ocean Soul. So they must contest.
Sword Art tries to engage, and once again, the dredge line only finding the terrain. Nice counterattack coming through from G2. Sword Art's nearly killed. He tries to walk himself away, but a nice Bard ult. He finds its way on a Huangfeng and the enemy mid laner with Angel in some trouble. It's now Sword Art going to be taken out. Bin looking to find the damage into the back line. Mickey's going to be taken low, and Suning with a beautiful counterattack. Arrows through the hearts of every single samurai in the a fight. G2 tries to fall back. The teleports are coming in, and now can Caps get away? I don't think so. Play your last pathetic card. Double kill for Juan Feng. 4 dead for G2. Soul point for Suning.
As is already in a flank spot, has not yet been spotted here. And look at this.
This is a big moment here in this game. Caps fires off the ulti, but it's going to be a catch down onto Perks, looking for some of the damage onto him, nearly able to finish him off. Now they're going to find the kill. It's Yank goes down as Bins dive into the back line. Once again, going to be disrupting multiple people on the side of G2. Dredgeline not finding the mark. Suning's able to find the kill, but they're all down, low HP. Juan Feng nearly dead, flashing out, keeping himself alive. G2 disengaging, still looking to skate the periphery of this fight. The Scuttle Crab is up, the Scuttle Crab is down. Securing that one is guaranteed vision over the Drake Pit. G2, they're still in good enough condition to fight. They're going forward. They're able to find the kill. Now down onto Sword Art. Mickey X is going to be taken low. SOFM looking to jump into the fight. Ben's going to be trading the kill there, 1 for 1. But now it's Juan Feng in trouble. Perks going after him. The Ash is down. And G2 responds. But here comes Angel. Can he send Perks to the afterlife? Yes, he will. There you go. See you later. Wonder's having to run out of this one. And just when things look doomed for G2, Angel comes back and facilitates the end of the fight that will provide them the Ocean Soul. Caps did it once. Can Caps do it again with the wild cards over the wall? He throws them through. They will not find the mark. The dragon is slain. The Ocean Soul for Suning. Wonder has making that adaptation when your opponents get the Ocean Soul. Yeah, there's a Bramble Vest on Wonder, but remember that Bramble Vest also depends on him being auto-attacked to apply the Grievous Wounds. So it's not really going to do anything against Angel or against Sword Art if he's just applying CC. Now Suning's pushing down the mid lane. G2 actually decreased the gold gap in this game with the last fight, but Suning's still pushing up. TP coming through. Sword Art with the engage onto Mickey X. The damage comes out. Angel's going for the kill, but he won't be able to find it. Now engaged from Wonder onto the back line. Juan Feng trying to disengage. SOFM barely going to be kept alive. Sword Art also walks away, but bins into the back line, engaging 1v5 all alone, slashing and dashing and crashing. Angel finds the kill onto Wonder. Where's the Sonic Wave? Resonating Strike not going to be coming through just yet. SOFM not able to find the kill. 1 for 1 overall, making it 2 for him is going in. SOFM is exhausted. Bard ulti finds its way onto Sword Art and Sword Art alone. SOFM still looking to find some more onto Caps. SOFM is alone. SOFM nearly going to be taken out. Has to get back to the safety of the team. Bin and the ulti now having to run away as well. Suning, they tried to go for it. They tried to look for some capture potential onto that pick on Caps. Flash coming in from Bin. Follow-up Dredgeline won't find the mark. Suning may have overestimated their engage potential, and now they're going to be eating some damage on the back end of the fight. The True Shot Barrage comes through.
The Mikhails there was so big from Mickey. They knew there was no cleanse on Caps, so Bin went for it. But Mickey was there with the Mikhails, saving his mid laner again. G2 playing it so well.
For the kill, and they found it. Angel has been destroyed, and Suning is in a 4v5. G2's looking for more now. They're finding the gold card. It's on to SOFM. Sword Art's going in, looking to buy some time, looking to protect his valuable members of his team. Lee Sin has to disengage the CC, disengaging when Suning tries to deal with them. Now they have to fight through this Elder Drake fight. They have it aggroed. They're the ones tanking it. Suning still sticking around. They don't want to give this away for free, but they make the call to go in and fight 4v5. It looks like they do. Yes, they will. Mickey's in some trouble. Enchanted Crystal Arrow flies out. Suning going in for the fight. Wonder in the middle of 4 people. True Shot Barrage coming through. Finds the kill onto Juan Feng. Sword Art's taking all the damage down. Mystic Shot over the wall. Perks with the follow-up, able to find the kill. SOFM still alive, but he's down to 1/3 HP. He goes in. He's looking to steal the Drake, but he will not be able to do it. Here's a losing hand, buddy. Yankos ends up grabbing the kill, facilitated by Caps, and G2 will
take the re-engage, overextends a little bit, and G2 were able to capitalize on it so heavily. SOFM going in, Juan Feng moving forward, but in goes Wonder, stuns him up. He has the flash, but he could not get out of there. The ultimate from Perks coming.
The last fight, 10,000. Is that thing broke? 10,000 damage.
Wait, is that the whole game or is that the last fight? Because that is insane.
That's the last fight because it says 312 for Angel. There's no way he did 312 damage in the whole
yes.
game.
That is insane.
Holy moly, man. Now G2 with the Baron, with the Elder. This Red Bull Baron buff could be the end of the game right here. Suning must defend against a double Uber buff G2. Can they end the game right now? True Shot Barrage finds Angel, takes about 1/3 of the health. First Nexus turret is gone. Ben is in the mid lane. Ben, you need to get back to the Nexus.
Crocodile.
You got to get back over there, man. You got to help your boys. Suning are truly in a spot that could end this game for them right now. But the Elder Drake is such an X factor
trying to wait
here.
it out.
30 more seconds. They've got to survive another half minute. They need to clear this wave away. G2 want to stop him. Enchanted Crystal Arrow fired off, looking for some damage onto Jankos. Ben goes into the ultimate, keeping himself alive. G2's on the push. G2's looking to make the play. Wonder into the dive, looking to disable the turret, keeping things going. Wonder's going to be killed off. Huanfeng taking that one. Beautiful scatter the weekend. Send them running. SOFM goes in. He tries to dodge away. A little bit more damage would trigger the Elder Dragon, but they won't be able to find it. The Dredge line now down in the mid-X, looking to find the kill. Caps into the back line, trying to find the wild cards, trying to find the damage. Caps is going to be barely escaping. The damage down onto the remaining players. Perks is out. Caps is throwing the cards around, looking to finish off the Nexus turret. He won't be able to do it. And it's an ace for Suning.
The full march is on. Jankos and Wonder will be back.
God.
Mickey will be back. But the question is, will they be able to hold without Caps and Perks? And is Suning even willing to go for it? Because they have lost these last couple fights. Maybe they want to go for it.
Give me 5 games of this pop directly into my veins. This is Worlds. This is League of Legends. This is Suning looking to end the game. Nexus turret's being kept alive now by the Bard ulti. Perks and Caps going to be coming up here in just a moment. Suning going for the game-ending push, going for the team fight, looking to find the damage. Wonder's going into the ulti now, looking to mount the defense. Ben runs away. Huanfeng's going to be taken low. Wonder's the first one to die, and Jankos is nearly going to be killed off now. Where's the focus going to be? Players or Nexus? It is 1-for-1. They're trying to kite themselves back. Huanfeng stays alive, using the QSS, keeping himself in a good spot. Caps coming in with the ulti. Gold card goes out. Huanfeng goes down. Sword Art is gone. Caps is going in. He uses the ulti, getting himself in a good spot now as the TP comes through from G2. They're into the top lane of the base. It's Perks, baby! Knock, knock! Open the hell up! The Nexus is the target. Suning's advance is resisted. G2 has persisted, and Perks insisted on a win in this game.
This is League of Legends, baby! What a game between G2 and Suning! Plates by pressuring him there, and that got locked. So we will see.
A little bit too long on that one, and now he's topside. Oh man,
died.
if Finn dies as this wave crashes, that is just a tragedy.
He's not level 3, so he has no W.
Level 2, here on the gangplank. No mana left to work with first, but they made it look so easy, man.
Trying to get straight to Triforce, avoid the PvP, go for the PV, farm it up. But the fact that Ghost and Beryl are having the push, and Beryl just roams away from Ghost and just sits here in the jungle, plus the fact that Showmaker is constantly pushing, does make for a pretty good engaged target. With that Taric, plus the Hecarim flying on in there, it's a very easy dazzle stun coming off the Hecarim. You throw the Bastion in, you fear them straight into that stun from the Taric, and it can be really, really nasty engage on low mobility champions like Ghost.
Damwon's going into the enemy mid laner here. Larsen's in some trouble. Tries to flash away, evading the damage. Collateral damage comes through, but an amazing turnaround's able to find the kill onto Beryl here, and now it's going to be a 2-for-1. Showmaker tries to get himself out, but Hansama's got the spear.
Nice. They put up that shield to block all the damage. He was not able to pull that off, and as a result, really got punished. Burst down very quickly, but top turret, that is gone. And despite the fact that they get those kills, this is going to be an over 3,000 gold lead, very likely, when it's all said and done here. As Damwon have a huge top advantage.
The way this team is able to just build leads for themselves. We already mentioned the jungle farm advantage. Now, the marker for Hecarim to complete a Trinity Force with nothing but Hunter's Talisman in the inventory is 14 minutes. That's generally where you would want to try to have that completed by.
Yeah.
However, he did stop off for the completed Smite first, as Showmaker's trying to trade here with Larsen in the mid lane, but Beryl's showing up. This time he gets the shield down. He blocks all the damage coming out from the... He missed the spear! Oh, he missed the spear, and Larsen comes out on top. He plays test this, which it looks like they won't. It would have to be a 4.5 versus 5 with only GP ulti, so that one just goes over to Damwon. That is 2-0 on the Drake count. And here they come for the mid lane. It's Shelly summoned up for the second time for Damwon Gaming. They've got the mid lane turret down below half already. One headbutt will take care of this one. Here we go, and bonk. Turret taken care of.
And despite the fact that Rogue have done well.
Musical rift here, Isaac. Everybody's just walking around the center, trading spots, seeing when the music is going to stop. Showmaker walking towards that tri-brush. As TP shows up from Larsen, arriving back into the fight. Drake is down to half HP. Over the wall goes Showmaker. Could find his engage right now. Drake's at 2,500. There's spears in it. Hansama might be able to go in. There comes Cosmic Radiance. The dragon is secured by Rogue. They got the objective. Can they get out? There's the Kalista ulti over the wall. Comes Showmaker, but he won't find.
Soul point from Damwon. And also, credit to knowing their limits. No one got antsy on Rogue. No one just tried.
He's showing up. Damwon ready to make the attack. The teleport will be jumped on, and Finn tries to get away. Now Inspired has to defensively ult to retreat.
Back to the Baron.
So Rogue has stopped the Baron attempt for now, but they do it at the cost of their top laner continue building leads in this game. The respect that Rogue shows them means that Damwon are able to keep playing League of Legends how they want to, and the way they want to is not. And it looks like there's no contest from Rogue this time around. Because they bought the time last time around, they're saying, all right, this is the one that we have to sacrifice. It's still not Soul. Yes, it's going to put them in a bad spot going forward, having to fight for everyone thereafter, but they're just not in a good spot here. The arrow doesn't find the engage onto Hans Sama, but he's putting a lot of damage down onto Barrel, nearly able to kill him off, and there he is. Gallop, gallop! The horse has arrived. Rogue once again outplay the Damwon engage.
To just burst him down. You know, the only healing debuff right now is from Ghost, and he may not have access to that backline. And if Showmaker dives in there and can't immediately kill him off, you know, if Vander lands that Taric ultimate, all of a sudden the Bloodthirster and plus the Blade of the Rune King, you're healing back up to full, and you're turning around that fight, stacking up spears during your Taric ultimate. So Damwon really want to try to get a fight right now.
Oh, Larson is caught out. The damage comes through, and he's going to be killed before Cosmic Radiance. This could finally be what Damwon Gaming is looking for. Showmaker gets himself
ultimate out. If it was Hansama, he could cleanse it, but nothing there for him. And Rogue trying to get an angle. Inspired looks like he wants to try to go for this steal. We'll see if he can find it.
Inspired going in for the 50-50. Is he going to be able to do it? Looking to maybe take down the Baron. No, he will not. Nagari gets the
cleanse it. If GP gets hit, you orange it. He's really the most susceptible person to that, and stepped a little bit too far forward looking for that poke, and it costs them Baron
time on the mid lane tier 3. That one's going to lose about 3/4 of its health. Now Ghost is able to step up in the bottom lane, and this is where things get really dicey for Rogue. This is where split seconds can break the game, because you've got to be picking and choosing when you go in. That ultimate was not it. There's a whole bunch of things that could have been it, but that is not it. Over the wall goes Vander, looking to keep himself alive. Inspire going to be tanking up in the middle of all 5. Showmaker grabbing the kill onto Vander. 2 down. We have been complimenting Rogue's synergy, Rogue's team play, Rogue's ability to avoid that axe hanging over their head this entire game. But when they tried to go in the bottom lane, everything was out of sync. The Cosmic Radiance way too early. The Gangplank ulti didn't end up setting up for anything. And now Damwon is looking for that death blow. Showmaker tries to go in. He tosses his ally in there. Canyon with the damage. The remaining 3 players of Rogue trying to heal up, trying to maybe mount some sort of a defense here. The minion wave is still at the Nexus turrets, and those are gone. The damage pours onto the Rogue health bars. Larson is eliminated, and the volleys continue flying. Canyon tanks the turret even for a split second there in the Nexus, and that is it. Damwon victory.
Move to
face check these objectives, act as that main priority tank. Meanwhile, JDG, they're going to mix things up. It looks like 7 CS advantage already being built up in the mid lane for Yagao. He's going to get a great back timing, and he probably doesn't even have to use his teleport here, which is great for him because he's then going to have that TP advantage over tank. We'll see if he does choose to burn it, as River is now hovering around the bot side.
Lumao's going to dive in onto Unified. Lumao caught up with Captive Audience. The stun doesn't quite land there from Kaiwing.
Notice that Loken in that trade did not stop hitting Unified. The moment that he saw River, he was like, the only way we lose this is if Unified gets to turn this around, but he doesn't give him the opportunity to. He's too low, so he has to disengage.
Just see that experience on Ashe for Loken paying off early doors here. Kanavi's going to be able to get double scuttle. Doesn't quite have that level 4, but is looking down towards the bottom lane once again. There's a ward just across the wall here. Lumao's going to clear that one out with the sweeper. Kanavi actually takes it in the end. Kaiwing and Unified, what have they got? They've got to cleanse, they've got to heal. Is that enough to get away from the JDG dive? Lumao caught out underneath the tower, but it was Loken tanking, and there's the first kill of the game. Kanavi's now going to have to try and get away because River is on his way down, but River will not be there in time to get anything else out of this.
Great dive from JDG, and you can already see this early game aggression coming through, trying to leverage the...
Stuck underneath his turret.
Whew. All right. Oh, my throat. Right. I'm looking now at the top lane because Lumao has got early boots. A wave is stacking up towards the top side of the map. Level 6 has been hit. Yagao level 6 as well. PSG is in danger.
Hanabi just hit 6 and leveled up the Call of the Forge God, and now Lumao's coming up with Yagao. There's the showstopper to try and pull River away from the turret. The knockup's going to come through, but already the kill goes down. JDG, they're second on the board, and this proactivity is pleasing to the eye.
Notice that JDG changed targets. They realized that River was sitting here only at level 4 and could cleanly execute upon the dive. Flash in from Zoom immediately onto River, locks him down. Means that they don't have to gamble diving that tanky Ornn this early on into the game. They still get what they want. And now they have their eyes set on Tank. The stun coming through, here it comes.
No shift going to be available as well. Yagao dives underneath the turret. Tank just has nowhere to go. One more auto. Yagao swipes away and Tank goes back to the fountain.
Matt, Lumao is just such a joy.
Examples of this is early roaming doesn't just net you gold. What it nets you is vision control. Because as soon as you can get to the Umbral Glade, you can deny so much more vision from your opponents and your roams become so much more potent. And PSG are trying to stop that by going in on the bottom lane. Deadly Flourish lands on Loken and there's nowhere for him to go. Hanabi will take the kill.
So I was concerned that PSG wouldn't be able to punish the flashless Loken, but they're able to finally get their first kill of the game. They're going to look to convert this into the first Drake of the game as well. PSG answering back some of the aggression that we've been seeing from JDG.
It's a good TP investment. Of course, Zoom still has his, but he'll stay up in the top lane for now. Navi's actually looking to get in here. Magical Journey's available for PSG, and they're just going to run out of the pit. The Dragon isn't low enough for River, and he can't get the auto as attacks off. Almost goes down in the end, secured by Yagao. And what looked good for PSG has totally turned on its head as Kanavi almost lands the absconder. Duck steals away the tempered bait. River has to flash.
Even at a numbers disadvantage, JDG's like, yeah, we can fight this. Yep. Level 7 on, notice the vision score already. You know, you see a couple 8s in there, 10s, 11s, 29. Yep. 13 minutes into the game for Lumao. This man has been moving around the map, investing so much vision, protecting the vision as well. Like, this man is a monster.
I will add the addendum. Zombie ward exists.
Your priority in lane to just move around the map. And Kaiwing, he's just walking into the brush thinking he's safe. There's a level 10 set sitting there waiting for you. Zoom's like, yeah, I know that I can just tank this tower. You know what, Lumao, I'll give this one to you. You've had a great vision game. I'll give you a couple kills to help pad out that KD8. He's able to 1v1 unified. And now they're able to set up for the Drake as well. PSG just cannot move on the map without JDG answering.
And you get into this really awful situation where PSG have a comp that fights well in team fights, but you look at the threat that comes out from JDG. You've got Zoom to disengage Hanabi if he ever goes in. You've got Yagao diving onto your backline. You've got
deal with Zoom later on into the game. Like, Kanavi's only going to get stronger as the game goes on as well. And then, of course, you've got the classic Ashe with the late game carry. Like, PSG, they needed to try and make some plays in the early game. That's falling apart. JDG, they're not slowing down. They're looking for another play mid.
Kaiwing caught up in the parallel convergence, pops the stopwatch, but only stops time for a second tempered bait. Get the double, go golden. Call of the Forge God's going to come through as well, but Kaiwing is already done for. Jada Crystal Hour goes wide as now they dive onto Tank. Kanavi steals away his ult, says anything you can do, I can do slightly worse right now as Tank doesn't quite go down.
Yeah, the damage from the 3-orb's not quite enough, but Lumao continuing the chase, looking for the spear, just barely misses it, which means the Tank is going to be able to walk away with. This was the dominant performance that I think many expected from JDG, and definitely a big bounce back after their game yesterday.
Too early.
Yeah, for sure. But a team like JDG, they're a little bit more calculated in their approach. And again, when you look back to that Dragon play earlier, when they were at a numbers disadvantage, have to hold that as Yagao in a 1v3.
He still has the chrono shift and the parallel convergence, going to dive onto River. The Magical Journey took everyone away from him, and now River has to flash, get to the Magical Journey, but the chrono shift is enough. Yagao and Kanavi opening up. Call of the Forge God was used, I believe. No, it wasn't. That was the Grand Starfall, as Lumao joined the fight.
And this is the calculated skirmishing we were talking about. Look at how patient Yagao was. 1v3, he does not mind, and now they're going for the dive.
Oh, unified, like he was doing everything he should do in that situation. He was backing away from the tower. He was saying, yep, you guys can have it. And now the tempered fate comes out as Hanabi tries to join the fray, but so far we have yet to see a JDG player die. And there's the third from PSG. There's the fourth. Make it 5. JDG with a clean ace in the bottom lane.
Wow. And the only reason why is because River just respawned. JDG are absolutely dismantling PSG. 19 minutes into the game, they're looking to break into the base. PSG have no answers.
JDG are 11,000 gold ahead at the 19-minute mark. This is a demolition to say the least. And they are answering the people who yesterday questioned whether they should be still tournament favorites.
Medic, it was you that said yesterday at 20 minutes, was it at 20 minute items, one of which is a Mejai Soul Stealer, and you're like, well, this is just very unfortunate, and PSG in a very difficult situation right now. Of course, they're looking like they're going to be going 0-2 in
PSG to get back in this game.
And you can see that Kaiwing is on his way. He does have the Bard ultimate to try and stall this objective out. Gonna have Zoom tank things up. Let's see what Yagao does. He has the TP, the Bard ulti comes through.
TP flank, there's a separate TP coming out as Lu now tries to jump onto the Na'Vi. Call of the Forge God wasn't used back in response, but here comes the Curtain call. Yagao has a good flank position onto River, but he is isolated from the team. Curtains are open. Loken the target. Kanavi was able just to escape from the side. There's the arrow coming back in, and Yagao dives forward. And here comes the showstopper. Zoom into the back line. 1 down, 2 down, make it 3, make it 4, and make it 5 as JDG just sweep away at PSG. Tank almost escapes, but Yagao's having none of that. Chases him down. The ace comes out for JDG. They didn't even need the Baron.
Wow. So initially that fight did not look great for JDG. Kanavi getting chunked out, Lumao dying almost immediately, but the gold advantage they have is just too big. They're looking to get themselves a 23-minute victory, and JDG back on form.
JDG slapping PSG around with their wallets. They will claim their first win of Worlds.
And what a dominant...
I would have been very shocked if they didn't pick it up.
I think I just need to think about this comp a little bit more, because it just... Side of the map, Life and Ruler, when you're running with the double-ranged comp of the Karma and the Ezreal, there's going to be a lot of harassment. But here's Speaker, level 3, looking for the gank.
Aggression can cost you as Speaker comes up towards the top lane. Rascal trying to trade onto Broken Blade, but Broken Blade almost wins the 1v1, has to flash away. Speaker now jumps forward and swipes away the bear. First blood TSM.
This is very much what we expected, though. I think it's not even his fault.
Yeah.
There's nothing he can do about it. He doesn't have that pressure in the lanes. He has a Zillion in mid and a Renekton up top that's just getting bullied.
He's looking down towards the bottom lane right now. Spear doesn't land as Ruler flashes away from it. Speaker trying to do what he can on the map. One of the youngest players at Worlds.
Nice.
The last embrace connects, and Ruler has been caught out here. Speaker dives forward, his second kill of the game. Life forced away. TSM finding King's Grown, NA player, as the jungler for TSM came up through their Academy League. And in his first Worlds appearance, well, first Worlds Groups appearance, he's doing a pretty strong job, but being caught out just a little bit here. Loating Lullaby coming in, Biofrost looking for the charm. There's the Dawning Shadow as well. Showstopper gonna bring Speaker back, but he's got the Chrono Shift on, and he's gonna come straight back to life. And now Clint is caught out of position as Broken Blade closes in. The True Shot Barrage rattles through. Bjergsen goes low, but now BDD is the secondary target. Life coming in to help out. Rascal can dive bomb in the storm, bring up, but Biofrost dancing around Broken Blade as much as he can. The Facebreaker is gonna pull them back. Biofrost has to use the grand entrance to have
In the bot lane, like, Genji are just playing the map very well right now, and they're utilizing their pressure so exceptionally well. And like, this is how you
Rascal TP's down towards the bottom lane. Double Lift immediately sounds the alarms and retreats. This will be the first tower of the game in the bottom lane.
And this is the cross-map play from Genji. They realize that TSM invests 3 members top, so what do? Trade TPs, invest members towards the bot side. Look at the next Rift Herald. Now Rascal has found Broken Blade.
BDD is on his way down and has the Ghost to pop it if he thinks Broken Blade overextends. There's the Dominus, a slice and dice is going in, and now Rascal running up the river to the help of BDD. The showstopper available here for BDD, and Broken Blade, we have seen him outplay a 2v1 before, and the rest of his team is on the way to try and help out. The showstopper brings it back underneath the tower. The Chrono Shift just in time. Broken Blade survives. Rascal has to flash away, and that bomb is ticking on his head. Doesn't quite take him, but the Dawning Shadow from downtown. Double It gets his first of the game, and Speaker is looking for a little bit more as he lands the spear, looking for the pounce to dive in onto BDD, but will not go for it. Ruler, though, flashing in the top lane, jumping in, sorry, with the Arcane Shift to try and catch out Double Lift. Biofrost now dives back onto Life. Double Lift doesn't really want any more of this fight. Knows he doesn't have the ult, and knows that Ruler and Life are just that little bit stronger right now.
Oh, really clutch stuff coming out from TSM to keep Broken Blade alive. In the 1v1 with the Blade of the Ruin King already completed, Rascal greatly overestimated his ability to win it, and he needed themselves the bot tower. So they end up trading, but then with the Rift Herald on top of that, Genji extend the advantage.
There's going to be 2 actually on the side of TSM, with Broken Blade having a Phage in his inventory. There's some armor stacking on the side of Genji, so Black Cleavers does give you that little bit more range, but usually if you're thinking of like super scaling Senna, you want to get to about 80 or so to be in a really strong position.
Well, I mean, even 60 is fine, but I'm like, that is, yeah. Maybe I don't play center enough, maybe I'm wrong, but that feels like quite a late 20 stacks.
Does to me as well as the quickness comes in. Life here to help out Rascal, and Speaker dives in. Rascal already dead. The tanking from TSM is sublime. Biofrost able to walk out. The Loathing Lullaby will not be used as Ruler dives forward. Oh, Speaker so low, just about able.
Back to base. He's now back in the fray. And if he lands his ultimate, here it comes.
Got the Looting Lullaby, and Double Lift is the target. They dive in on him. Broken Blade has to dance himself away, but now Double Lift is caught up in the midst of Gen G, and he will get taken out. Gen G get one. Rascal still chasing Biofrost away, and this will be the third dragon of the game for Gen G.
What looked like a great initial team fight for TSM ends up falling apart because Gen G just buys so much time. You could see that TSM wanted to commit to that fight in the bot lane. They were like, let's go, 4 versus 5, chase, chase, chase.
A flying hoot about any of this. Bjergsen coming in with the TP as well. Does have the Chrono Shift back up. BDD's going to show stop at Biofrost back. Bjergsen almost taken out, has to use the Chrono Shift on himself. And once again, look at this. Wherever TSM, they can't get there in time. Bjergsen dive bombed in with the Stormbringer, and BDD punches him to death. The Zillion's down. Biofrost, and next on the menu is the Mystic Shot finds its mark. Double Lift trying to dance around as much as he can, but it's a double for Ruler, and Gen G have broken this game wide open.
TSM tried to force a play onto the top side of the map. BDT was the target that they went for, and it did not come through. Speak is going to be executed on the hands of Clid in his ultimate, and Gen G will be able to lock down the Baron.
And Ruler flashes the Samsung Galaxy emote. Last time these two teams met was 2016 Worlds, where Samsung Galaxy and TSM went 1-1 in the group.
Generates pressure bots, they can just play through mid and top, and like this forces also a lot of the wave clear from TSM to disappear, because he's forced to sit in the bot lane, and that then makes it easier for Gen G to actually set up these sieges, so they can now push in mid, move through the top side jungle, threaten the top tower, and slowly make their way closer and closer to TSM's base.
Bjergsen trying to clear out the wave here. BDD just punching the tower for all he's worth. Biofrost looking for an engage. Ward comes out, able to dodge just to the side of the spear. Swell Seed goes wide, but Ruler actually stepping forward here. Trinity Force and the Mura Mana already stacking up. He's got a QSS, and he's on his way to a Death's Dance next, I would assume. Chips away at the tower. Essence Flux doing a lot of work, of course, to these objectives. You can see it getting chunked out there. Rascal still in the top lane just by himself. BDD almost finished this tower, and Biofrost actually looking for a flank position here. This could be what TSM need. However, Clid, aware and awake to the danger, puts the sleep onto the Rakan. And watch out, Eep, Biofrost, as you have to dance across the wall to get yourself to safety. Meanwhile, the middle inhibitor tower goes down. Broken Blade on the menu for Ruler. He's on a killing spree now. 3-1-3 on this Ezreal. And the True Shot Barrage rattles across Biofrost. Flash forward, Mystic Shot. Doesn't quite connect, but that's an inhibitor down in the mid lane. And next up are these Nexus towers. TSM retreated to their base, and Gen G are just taking everything they can in a heartbeat. Bjergsen trying to clear out the wave, hits the quickness from Biofrost, gets onto Ruler, but Ruler uses the QSS to get away, and Double Lift is dumped into the team. And now with the towers disabled, Ruler and co can just sweep them away. The Nexus, the target, Speaker forced back to the fountain, and Ruler's playing with his food now. Biofrost chased away by the Ezreal. Bjergsen and Speaker back on the base, and Ruler are going to go 2-0 up in their group.
Gen G with a commanding performance from start to finish. They utilized the early pressure, and I have a couple question marks around Fnatic's draft, but we'll get to that in a second. For now, I want to focus in on LGD's comp because I think that it is very straightforward. But Jin has gone back to base, he's spending his money. We can very quickly, with the mid-pro that we have as well, scoop up the first Ocean Dragon. So, nicely done. Oh, and look at that! Weak side. He has to be very careful of a Mafia Graves looking to get a kill, but she actually pathing up towards the top side as well. I like this, using his prio to help cover and actually turn this potential dive around.
Whipper going in with the showstopper. Longshing's going to get underneath the tower. Ignite is ticking down. Of course, Selfmade's taking that. Whipper with the Haymaker tries to shield himself up and just about survives. GA still on the
They've just accepted, okay, that's fine. We're going to concede another early Drake. Fnatic doesn't have a problem with that for the time being. Reckless and Hylissang are going to have to play the map. But it's just been a trade of sides of the map for both these teams. LGD have been investing in these early Drakes. Meanwhile, Fnatic have been investing a lot into Bwipo, getting this early tower up towards
his third mark of the game, but this control ward means that he cannot go any further.
Blue buff also going to be given over to Xie. The Infernal map is actually going to be quite interesting as well. Something that Ender often talks about is how things like the mountain map can actually change a lot. Ooh, hang on, ultimate here. Nemesis, no flash.
No flash. Peanut's going to pop the Lamb's Respite, and there is the kill. Shut down onto Nemesis. Purely through CS, he had acquired a bounty.
But I thought that was a great opportunity for them to flank. Either way, both teams setting up right now. Bot wave is pushing in favor of Fnatic. I think the Fnatic should drop this Rift Herald in mid to create that extra point of pressure right now because, oh, they're actually just going to start this one off. Here we go, man.
Infernal Dragon has been started. Whippo on the front line. Mark's going to hook him up. Here comes the curtain call. Whippo with the haymaker. Showstopper onto the back, trying to catch out Mark. Whippo is almost down as he falls. Peanut gets the kill. The Infernal Dragon does go over to Selfmade. Hits the call of the Force Guard though, as Zia uses the Chrono Bait to get back, and there's another hook, and there's another kill. Selfmade goes down. Fnatic get the Dragon, but they get swept away in the river.
Yeah, beautiful punish there from LGD. They recognize that Whippo is out of position, and they can get a collapse. The chain CC was flawless, and they're able to get themselves 2 kills. Of course, self-coming team fights, and you know, we've been talking about it a lot. Even though Fnatic have been able to find some early game gold leads, early game advantages, at the end of the day, LGD only care about the 5v5. They're grouping up for it now. They have the bot wave push in. Here lands the hook.
Selfmade's going to get hooked. There is Mark so low. Almost goes down. Gets the gargoyles off just in time. Now Selfmade has fallen as well. We're going to do what he can with the showstopper to pull Langjing forward. There's the face breaker as well into the scatter of the week, but the Lamb's Respite just in time for Peanut. Bullet time comes out from Kramer as they try and open up. Hillisang dived on by Xie, and now it's only Nemesis and Reckless left alive in a 2v3. Langxing's just going to back away. The Dragon is up in a second's time, and LGD will turn their eyes towards the Infernal.
Wow, crazy team fight that ends up going in the favor of LGD once again. That ultimate from Peanut was so clutch, mitigating so much of the burst damage that came out from Nemesis and Whippo. If he had not done that, that fight could have gone very easily in the favor of Fnatic, so huge props to him, because this is also going to...
And LGD will gain mid lane priority. Hook's going to land onto Mark. There's the gargoyles. Whippo knocked up with the depth charge. Call of the Forge God available for Langxing. Showstopper's going to pull him back, and here comes the curtain call. Mark already down. Peanut diving off towards the backside. The unleashed power used on Xie. And Langxing will flash away. LGD can look for the re-engage here. They've got the bullet time, but instead they say, okay, it's not a soul for you yet. You just have 2 Infernal Dragons and they'll...
I have a really bad history with that. The name of that, yeah.
Oh, hook comes out here onto Selfmade. There's no flash on this Graves. TP going to be used. There is the Lantern. Call of the Forge God comes in from Langjing. Lands it even through the smoke screen. Whippo's on the back line, but he's all on his lonesome. And there is the dredge line. Shut down onto Whippo. And for now, Fnatic have to retreat back into their own jungle. Fnatic, though, if they get this, would only be 1 Dragon away from a quad Infernal Soul. And LGD, well, they definitely want to stop that from happening. Scuttle Crab once again acquired for them. Selfmade aggroes the Dragon. It raises from its slumber into the river itself as LGD looking to step forward. No real vision control here for Fnatic as LGD call on the Forge God. Showstopper used on Langxing from Whippo from the side. Nemesis trying to do what he can. The hook goes down onto Mark. But here comes Xie. And there go Fnatic. Reckless tries to do what he can, but Xie is chasing him down. Infernal Soul LGD. Only Selfmade left alive, and he won't be for much longer. LGD are on the hunt, and it's a triple for Xie.
Xie with the perfect flank onto the back line as Fnatic. He ends up just making it easy for Kramer and Xie to play the fight that they want. They get the Dragon Soul, and now the Nexus is in their eyes.
This might just be it. LGD from 1 and 3 in play-ins group. They have come alive here in the World's Group stage. And what a group this is gonna be. LGD pick up their first win in groups.